Chart lines black, volume green, and then big price line you can make it to be blue, and then ask price line you can make it to be red, and then leave the last price line to the default, and then also the stop levels also default, which is red. Remember I said you can always change these colors, you can always change it to suit what you want and stuff like that. Just play around the colors, you have a good result. So you click on done to tell them that you are done with what you're doing. So you go back to the chart, you can see the colors of my candles, they've changed, they've all changed to, you can all see all that. So that's what it is. Then the next one we're supposed to talk about the time frames. We've changed the colors already, so we're supposed to talk about time frames. Okay, we have the M1. M1 represents 1 minute candles. We have the M5. M5 represents 5 minute candles. We have M15. M15 represents 50 minutes candles. Now these time frames are mostly used by scalpers. These three time frames that I mentioned, 1 minute, 50 minutes, and 5 minutes. They are mostly used by scalpers. Scalpers enter into the market and exit. Just enter the market, spend a little time, and comes out from the market. Then the next time frame we have M30 H1, H4, which stands for H1, 1 hour candles, 4 hours candles. These time frames are mostly used by intraday traders. Then we also have the next one, D1, that stands for 1 day candles, and then we have W1 that stands for 1 week candles. And then these time frames are mostly used by swing traders. And then we have MN, which represents 1 month candles, and then we have YR that represents 1 year candles. So take note of this. Now these time frames are mostly used by position traders, that's the MN, and YR, they are mostly used by position traders. So these are the 4 types of traders majorly that we have in the forex market. So let's go to the MetaTrader 4 so that you see how this time frames operates. Now we'll go to M1. Now one thing that I want you guys to understand here is any of the time frames that I clicked on, the candles that appeared here, these candles. Now, each of these candles, it took it 1 minute for it to form. No matter the size of the candle, no matter how funny the candle looks like this right now, it took it 1 minute for it to form. So after 1 minute, it forms like this and it opens up. So after 1 minute, this candle, let's say this one here, this particular one here, after 1 minute, this candle, it took it 1 minute for it to form. So after 1 minute, this candle closed, the next one open up. After 1 minute, this one close, this next one open up. After 1 minute, this one open up. That's how for this particular time frame. That's how the candles are being formed. So it took them 1 minute. So when you click on your chart screen, you see M5. M5 represents 5 minutes. So each of the candles here, it took them 5 minutes for them to form. So in other words, you can say 5 1 minute candles is equals to 1 5 minute candle. So they did a summary of the last 5 candles of the last 5 1 minute candles. Now let me show you what I mean. Let's look at this particular last sell candle here. This particular red candle represents sell candles. Now if you look at the last 5 1 minute candles, you discover that, okay, just look at these candles. We have 1 2 3 4 5. Now if you sum this stuff together, you discover that this candle will look like this. This candle from this top right here down to the bottom, down to somewhere around here, it will be the normal body of the candle. Why this part where we have these blue candles that are equal with these small red candles that are here, they will form the wick of the candle, or the shadow. You call it the wick or the shadow. I'll explain all that. So if you go to M5, you see right there. So you can see that this down part of this candle forms the wick, which is known as the shadow. This red candle, that's what I'm talking about. This particular red candle, that's the down part of it. It's called the wick, or you can call it the shadow of that candle. So we go to M15. M15 also represents candles that are formed after 15 minutes. Each of these candles represents candles that are formed after 15 minutes. On a normal day, we can also say that one 15 minutes candle represents the summary of 3 and 5 candles and 15 1 minute candles. So they just kind of like do a summary, and when they did the summary, this came up. This particular candle came up. That's the last 3 5 minutes candle, and also the last 15 minutes candle. So when they did the summary, when they did the maths calculation, it gave you this particular type of candle. It shows you whether this for the past 15 minutes was the market buying or selling. This will show you. If it was selling, this candle would have been red. If it was buying, then this particular last candle will be a buy candle. It will be a blue candle, which is what it is right now. It's a buy candle. So we'll go to M30. M30 shows you the same thing. M30 tells you each of these candles, it took them 30 minutes for them to form. H1 shows you candles that it took them 1 hour for them to form. These all the candles here, it took them 1 hour for them to form. And then H4, the same thing. Each of the time frames, the same thing. So you can check it out. You see, so that means on Friday the market sold. So that means majority of the persons that participated in the forex market on GBP USD, they were sellers. In fact, the sellers dominated that particular day. The sellers dominated that particular day because this candle represents 1 day. Please take note of that. Then we have weekly. So for last week, throughout last week, we had more sells than buy. The previous one, we had more buys than sell. So please take note. We have more. We had more sells than buys last week. Then we don't know what will happen for this week. That's by the way. MN. So it shows that this month currently now, because I would have said last month, but remember we are just on the 14th of this month, so it is this particular candle now is still current. It has not closed yet. So this month candle, we are actually buying. We are actually selling. We are seeing more sellers than buyers. But why last month, which was April, we had more buyers. The previous month, which was February, okay, we had January, February, March, we had more of buyers and stuff like that. So now that's, by the way, we don't have the yearly stuff here. We just have the monthly, but on your laptop I'm sure you have the yearly that will show you the result of the year and all that. So why here you can see some stuffs here, and this particular one represents the cross shell, which you already know. I've been using it often. Then why this one represents indicators, you click on it to show you list of indicators. So while we are there, we can click on this F plus sign. So anyone you choose, let's say you choose the Bollinger Band, it will give you parameters that you want to put for it. Then you click on done at the top right corner of the screen. Once you are done with that, you go back, it will show you the Bollinger Band on the chart. So you can see the green lines. The green lines are the Bollinger Bands, but we are not going to talking about that for now, so I'm deleting that. So this other one right here is for objects. It shows you objects, so you can select any of the objects that you want to use, maybe vertical lines or horizontal lines. They're all here. So but if you want to get a new one, you just click at this plus button right here, add. It will show you a list of all the objects that you want to select. So vertical lines, it will show you all of these, or horizontal lines, they will show. If you don't want to click here, if you don't want to click on the screen for it to bring up this stuff, you can look at the top right here. It's also going to show you just that. This one is for the indicators, while this is for the objects, while this is for currencies. If you don't want to go back from here, like if you don't want to go to codes to choose a chart, you can just simply go to this place right here, select either of the charts and click on it to open up. If you select this one, click on it, to open up. If you select this other one, you click on it to open up. That's your site. Yes, so it's simple. They made it to be simple. I think they've upgraded the app. After the upgrading of the app, at least it's becoming more simple for people to use. Okay, let's go to the next thing on our list. We have the candlestick chart on MetaTrader 4. So now candlestick chart shows how an asset price move over a specific time frame. E.g., we have the M1, M5, M15, M30, H1, Z1, W1, MN, and 1 here. So candlestick chart, candlestick chart show you how an asset price moves over a specific period of time. You understand? Like for example, if you look at this chart right here, you see the candlesticks are telling you that this market has been selling. That is, market has been coming down. The market has been coming down from here. You can see that this particular instrument has been coming down. That's Euro USD. It has been falling. Like it has been falling heavily. You can see it's falling. You can see it's coming down crazily. So it shows that more of the persons that they are trading this particular instrument are selling. They are selling rather than buying. They are selling rather than buying. So that's what so each candlestick represents a single period of time and contains the opening price, the closing price, the highest price, and the lowest price for that candlestick. Like what I was explaining to us right here. Let's go to this open highs and low. Look at it. You click on it. It shows you at this top here. Remember, I said this is the open high, low, and close price of any candle that you choose. It shows you that. So this particular candle, this is the open, this is the high, this is the lowest price, and then this is the closing price. So take note of that. So each candlestick represents a single period of time and contains the opening price and then talking about the time. See the time right here. See the time. So look at the time down here. Look at the time. The time is down here. You can see it here. Each candle shows you the time and year, month, and all that. Then the body of the candle represents the difference between the open, close price, the open / close prices, the wicks, the shadows. The wicks / shadows represents the highest and lowest price reached during that period or time frame. So let's go to this next slide. This will explain it more better for us. So this stuff, let them represent a candle. Let this stuff represent a candle or represent two different candles. We have the sell candles, we have the sell candles, and we have the buy candles. This represents sell candles, this represents buy candles. Now for every buy candle, please take note, for every buy candle, it opens from the down